right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. I've got I think it's an exciting video for you. It's one I'm excited about because I'm gonna finally do my in the bag video for this year. It is April 2024, so things are subject to change. I got a few slots that I'm still trying to figure out, but we're gonna go ahead and dive in. I'm gonna try and do this quicker than the last time I did one of these. So we're gonna start off with our putters. So let me grab all my putters here. I've got a bunch. I've got a few exciting ones I'll show you hopefully in the near future. All right, so starting off putting putters, I have EMAC Judges. They are kind of a classic blend, glow, very rubbery, kind of soft. They fly great. So those are my putting putters. For my understable putter slot is still in flux. And right now I am rocking my Electron Pixel. This is also good for kind of long, floaty, glidey putts. I love this thing for glide. It's got some good, I can get it to flip really nicely. So if I need to do like a long-ish Anheuser shot, this thing's great. All right, so for my throwing putters, I have a mix right now. These are some subject to change as well. I, of course, have a Fusion EMAC Judge with the Bearded Bros stamp. This one is pretty awesome, very glidey. As you can tell by now, I like my Judges. I also have my Lucid X EMAC Judge. This thing comes out of my bag in the wintertime because it's way too easy to lose. But now that it's starting to get nice out, love, love, love this disc. And then probably my main throwing putter, I had all last season, so this hasn't changed, is my Prism Plasma Envy. This is the one from the Brandenburg Amateur Championships from last year. I've nearly aced with this thing a ton. Played a tournament today and won. So shout out to Marshall from Marsh Disc Golf, Marsh Madness. Fantastic disc. Almost got some aces with this today. And then, you know it, you love it. I've got my Watermelon Berg. It's my main approach disc. Forehand, backhand. Absolutely love this thing. And then my last putt and approach disc, I have a Moondust Toro. I've played around with a bunch of different stuff. I like the tempo. Of course, I like the zones, but I just want to try something different. I won this one at a tournament last year when I won a doubles tournament with Zach, the other Bearded Bro, and I really like this thing. All right, so that is all my putters. That's one thing that's changed this year. I used to just have tons and tons and tons of drivers, and I'm really trying to change it up. Really get to know the drivers that I have, really get different putters to do different things. This is 1, 2, see here, 4. I have 8 putters in my bag right now, and that's never happened before. And they're all for different things. There's 1 or 2 that I may switch out or just pull out entirely, but that's how we're starting the season, so it's exciting. All right, let's move up to mids. I don't have that many mids in here. And most of the dies that you're gonna see today were done by Christina and Luke over at Disc Fam. So make sure you check out Team Disc Fam, which, by the way, they finally have their website up. So if you need discs, they do pre-orders, they do custom stuff. They check out the link below to their website. You can get 10% off by using my code BEARD2024. And yeah, they get stuff out quick and it's really awesome. So help them out, get you some cool discs at good prices. They've got their used disc section, money. They've got some great stuff in there. So make sure you check out that link and code in the bottom. But they do the dies for me. So I have right now for my understable, I've got a Trash Panda Dune. And this is one that she died for me because I am a Broncos fan. So that's the Classic D. Then for my stable, neutral to stable, I have my Watermelon Hex. I love this disc. I rely on this thing a lot. And then, of course, you've seen it before, my Pyro Rick. Pyro custom dyed again by Christina. Did a fantastic job. I love this disc. So those are my 3 mids. I've got the Hex, the Dune, and the Pyro. Let's go into fairways. My fairways section has grown quite a bit, actually. So we'll start with the slowest and move our way up. So right now, this particular slot's still in flux. I have a slot that I've played with at my straight fairway. So I've played with the Hawkeye, I've played with the Passion. Right now I have a Proton Servo from last year's circuit challenge in there. Something that's just really straight, that's got some flip up, but not a ton of fade. And this thing, I've won some CTP, when I did the circuit challenge, I won a CTP with this thing. Threw like 360 feet. It was a smash into a headwind. So this thing will go a long ways. But I did just pick up today, let me show you. It's not in the bag yet, but I did pick up this really nice Tour Series Paige Pierce Passion in the new Z-Flex Jawbreaker. So I'm gonna play around with this one, see if that might make that slot. I've had a Passion in that slot before, so we'll see. And then for my flippy, I have an Orbit Maverick. I have in my stable slot right now, I have an Evader. This is last year's Tour Series Evader. Absolutely love this disc. Like 300 foot shots, just completely straight. This thing is money. I throw it nice and hard. It flips up. It doesn't turn unless I try and force it over. And it's got finish on it. Love this thing. Then just a step up of stability from that, I have a First Run Glory. This is like a shorter Felon. So when I need to power up on something, but I don't want to go as far as a Felon, that's what this is for. And since we're talking about Felons, I'll just go ahead and show off mine. This is mine from last year. I've got the prototype Saki Bomb Supreme Felon, and I love this thing, custom dyed, pretty awesome. And then I have, in my fairways, I have two Insanities. I have a Cosmic Neutron. This is my flip up and turnover disc. Almost aced with this today on a really sweet turnover shot, about 300 foot, really bent to the right, missed it by about 6 inches. And then I have the 2021 Halloween Insanity. This one doesn't have as much turn, kind of like the Evader. You have to force it over. This thing just flips up straight, rides straight, and then will dump. It's not quite as overstable as my Felon, so it's a nice in-between disc. So those are all my fairways. Now, this is what I've really pared down, and I'm proud of myself because I only have a couple of distance drivers. And these are ones I just rely on, really trying to refine my game. So let's take a look at them. So my main bomber is I call this my Wings of Grace. This is a custom dyed Royal Grand Grace. And I picked this thing up last year. This thing goes forever. Still trying to get my accuracy and my form down to where I can really trust this into a headwind. I don't throw this into a headwind just because I feel sometimes if I don't get a good throw, it just turns and burns on me. But this thing is great. Tailwind, bomber, calm, bomber. I just hesitate sometimes in a tailwind with this thing. But that is why I carry this Wraith that's already beat up. I'm gonna wipe the stamp on it. But this is the 2022 Tour Series Wraith, Garrett Gurthie Wraith. I have a pair of these, so I have this one and I have a backup. And this one just flies exactly like you want a Wraith to fly. It flips up, I can throw it into a headwind, it's still gonna come back. Great disc. Those are my two main throwers right there. And then this is a new one for this year that I've really started to love. This took the place of my Ace Disc Scorch. I love my Scorch. But I wanted to try something different. I love Halo. I'm a sucker for Halo. So I got the Mystere, and this one is an 11.6 -22. This is a Heiser Flip Dream. Some people say it flies like a beat-in Wraith, but I love this thing. Great for turnover shots. Really good one there. And then some of these you've seen from last year. I have my turns. So I have my Captain Crush, of course, which this is my understable turn. So this is one, if I really need to bend something to the right, this is what's gonna do it. Give it tons of spin and it's just gonna cruise to the right, but it has enough stability where it'll flatten back out. And then last year's Tour Series turn, this thing is actually pretty stable. It's a Heiser Flip Dream. It's kind of hard to get. I have to force this one over on some Annie, but if I give it some Heiser, it just flips up, right straight, and then fades. Great, great, great combo. I love the turns, and I thank Zach for that because he got me hooked on the turns. And then lastly, for my I only have one 13 speed, which is, you've seen this one from last year. I have my Royal Rive, And this one is pretty beat in at this point, so this one's got some nice hyzer flip to it. So this is a great max distance disc if I really just want to get into something. And then my overstable, always going to come back no matter what disc, is my Destroyer. This is what I'm bagging right now. Regular Star Destroyer. It's 15-year anniversary. I love the stamp, love the colors. Not from Michigan, just because I like bright colors. I'm a Buckeyes fan. Don't put that on me. But that is my bag for this year. That's what I'll be throwing to start the season. Like I said, there's a couple of spots that are in flux. That straight fairway is kind of what I'm working on right now. But I'm definitely excited to get the season started. Just played and won my first tournament this year. Well, this isn't the first one I played. This is the first one I won. Hopefully there's going to be more. And we're going to start our leagues, start up next week. My normal doubles leagues. So it's going to be fun. It'll be a good start to the year, and I'm looking forward to big things. So that is this spring's in the bag. Got any questions on anything? Is there anything you want to see me throw? Let me know in the comments below. And thanks for watching. Don't forget, check out DiscFam online and use my promo code BEARD2024 to get 10% off your order. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.